Hey y'all, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Okay, so here we are, rooting in part 3. Are you ready? I'm not quite ready. So there's a story that started emerging today, um, and I say that, and it's been longer than today. Some clarity is coming in about the story that's being built these last couple weeks since the full moon. Actually, I believe since the last new moon, the double moon, the 60-day cycle, there's a story that's emerging, and we're getting ready to leap forward, right? So we've got a structure coming in today from Spirit, and it's like we've been climbing this mountain, and we got to the top, and we're going to, it's almost like we're going to let it be, and we're going to move on to the next mountain, okay? But the mountain in itself has come for me to understand that actually it's a thorn. Okay, so collectively speaking, for all of us, we've had all this information coming in. Yesterday, we were talking about the cat's cleft, right? The cat's cleft, and I've been actually physically having a lot of pain here in my hand. Um, and it's I've been feeling something, and the story that's emerged ever since the mouse came out is all about that story of the thorn in the lion's hand. And collectively, we've all been holding on to something that's really taken root, something very deep, so deep that we can't even really comprehend what it is. So we just keep moving and rolling, although it's painful and achful. And when we think it's something that we deserve or something that we're worth, or we can go in lots of directions there. But this is the story that's been emerging, and it's time to let it be. Time to let it be and to move on to new. And so today, this oracle is talking about the 10 moving into the 1. We're going to talk a little bit about this structure to kind of put it all in perspective for us. I just saw 231. Let's go. All right. It's like, come on, Michelle, let's go. 231, blast off. Okay. So the song that came in was Let It Be. And when I was, sitting down to prepare for this oracle for this part 3, it's everything has purpose. And so had a conversation with a friend, and I revisited something that, on accident, just by sharing, that really kind of like, So it was when I was talking about these labors, I have found that I am breaking some codes, okay, if you will. And so I saw balance the L, speaking and let it be. And when I saw this, I saw a shift, and I saw the number 222. And this is something that's been coming in very much so. So, but it's coming in a different way. It's coming in as a code to understand what we've been going through, to really allow ourselves to have some awareness and some clarity, right? 333 on the clock. What? I love it. So, we go through, so it's all about going through the heart, bringing the throat into authenticity, and then getting some clarity, and also getting some focus. That is what all of this has been about, because we've collectively had that thorn in our paw so deep down. And I love it because it's a story about how something so small, like the mouse, something so small as, whatever you went through to alchemize, whatever you've done, we're collectively pulling this thorn out, right? It's like we felt our way through it, and now it's time to let it go. So, Let It Be is actually a song that the Beatles wrote on, guess what? Their very last album. And so it is very stating. I mean, it's just like Google this and you'll see it. It's so beautiful. It's a statement about leaving problems behind and moving on. It's about full circle. We've got the 10 going into the 1. That is the vibration of 10. 10 is the 1. And it's brought in by source. Okay, so it's just so beautiful. This song actually was full circle moment for that started because it was inspired for Paul. Okay, hold on. This was a full circle moment because for us actually, because what happened is this all started a couple days ago when the frog came in, and it all started with actually the song Ebony and Ivory, believe it or not, which is also Paul McCartney. So here we go, full circle. We're starting something new, just as Paul did after the Beatles were done. He moved into his own thing. And so we're collectively doing the same thing, right? Every rose has its thorn, but we're moving beyond. We're moving beyond the thorn, which has actually felt a little bit like a mountain. Okay? So my vacuum cleaner just went off. Double confirmation there. It's 10:08. Full circle moment where back to your abundance, back to our abundance. 555 on the video. The numbers are talking. Let's get into the cards. I'm feeling the magic. It's worth mentioning, though, that we're here to talk about steadying an impulse that's out there, available to all of us, and we're really making a change in the impact and the expansion of this impulse, and we're really kind of getting collectively this thorn out of our paw so that we can move on and heal, right? So now it doesn't mean it's going to stop hurting right away, right? Okay, so it's going to take some time to heal, but the cleansing is here, my friends. All right, so we're going into the inner earth here. Um, it's all about vision. It's all about getting locked and loaded. So we're going to take it a couple looks at a couple different questions. We're not going to do any shuffles. We're going to do 10 cards. I just pulled this out. It's my beautiful friend. I've been shouting her out, and it's been very synchronistic. There's been a lot of synchronistic. Yesterday, I put on some tiger's eye. I'm just like putting all these little clues together. And we're going to be using the Emergence Oracle. This is fast moving energy as we shift from this new moon into this first quarter. It's literally the shift of the ages. And we've got the wolf here. And there's a vibration and a frequency, and we're all going to be at a different spectrum here with the wolf, right? So let's go ahead and read about the wolf. We also, I want to remind you, I shared with many of you that there is a portal, a collective portal that's closing on my channel. I did put on the community board. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll send it to you. But there's an amethyst and rose meditation. So this portal is supposed to close 10:10. I mean, the time is 10:10. You guys, I'm loving this. Thank you to the angels. They are going crazy to really allow us to know that this is time. It's time for this to close. So we've got that amethyst and rose. It's just a meditation, 9 minutes, 21 seconds, to bring in the healing, bring you into balance. And so I'm really getting a message to do it as much as you want, but make sure you do it sometime after 1 o'clock. I know it's very specific, but the portal will be closed by 1 o'clock. Okay, I know it's crazy. So we've got the wolf here. This is where we're going. Let me turn the light. Okay, so we don't get that weird thing. Okay, so the wolf talks about the teacher, and look at this. Look at this. I want you to take this in because I'm seeing the connection already. Remember, I said we're talking about this activation. We're talking about what we've been through, the throat, the blue chakra, the blues, the pineal gland, which is this overriding of blue and purples, and the pituitary gland. So, we're talking about the third eye chakras, okay, the trident, and these are all these varying purples. And then look at this. It's just so gorgeous. We have something emerging through those clouds, through the muck, right? Oh man, I'm feeling it so much. And it's something you've been calling out for. We've all been calling out for. And it's time for us to really start to manifest that. It's time to manifest that. That's the card that I pulled, and I hope it shows its face, right? Okay, we're going to read about the teacher. We've been talking about this, the emergence of the teacher, sharing your journey, going from there. I'm looking up teacher, and it's the wolf. Here we go. The teacher, intuition, instincts, connection with the wild, the eye of the heart. Now, why do I read these? You know what? Because I believe when I do Oracle, I like it's inspired thoughts that are created in collaboration with the inspired thoughts of others. Okay, so this is my friend Joanna, so it's extra special, and this deck is all about prosperity. So it's really bringing us into that full circle to abundance. We're removing that thorn, okay, which I think is just so powerful, actually. And get this, that thorn in the lion. Remember we were talking about this weird story of Snow White, the poison apple, mash up with Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz? Yeah, the cowardly lion. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about that archetype. Okay, we're talking about putting that to bed, and it's not going to be over today, but the cleansing is here to go into what? The healing, the healing, the teaching. And who learns more than the teacher, right? The presence of the wolf, the great teacher, evokes deep attunement and inner listening. She invites us to reflect upon our journey. So we're going back to where we started on that Appalachian Trail, which is where the cat's claw was growing, which is also known as a thorn bush. Are you seeing how this is all connecting, my friends? It's so cool. And share our gifts through some form of teaching or contribution. Her song reminds us how the very act of sharing our truth encourages our own integration. As I share 11:44 on the clock, as I align with my magic and my imagination with you. And I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to share, and thank you for coming here. And I want to be clear that I come here not only I come here really mostly for myself. It feels like what I'm supposed to do. It aligns with me, but it also allows me, as you said, to integrate the information. So isn't this so clever? All right. Truth encourages our own integration while also contributing to the greater evolutionary perspectives and emergence within and throughout the collective. She reminds us to replenish and reconnect our solitude and the oneness with nature. Yeah, that's calling out to me for sure. The echoes of the wolf song speaks to the heart, reminding us of our deepest longings within because it's calling us home. And there's no place like home, right, Dorothy? Let's go ahead and get those ruby slippers going. Hey, synchronicity, it has to be Michelle, connected via Nicoletta's three-part tarot card channeling. Have been listening to your root two now, post root one, word number two. We're spot on. I've got goosebumps. Welcome. Thank you. You like zipped in right at the right time. We are like really it's been so exciting. And here I wanted to show right before you came in on this page is the infinity. And what I'm seeing here is what we saw in Oracle the other day of the hummingbirds within the infinity and bringing out these same colors. And so this is, it's like, what are you wearing? What are you drawn to, right? And it's just like there's so much clarity coming. But at the same point in time, I just want to say we also need to remember it's an integration process, right? So we just really need to take our time. There's no rush. And that's kind of how we got here in the first place is this whole element of how we went from kind of easy breezy, right? To lemon squeezy. We got to work all the time, right? So, but Snow White is coming in right now to say, but we can always whistle while we work. Let's get going. This is awesome. So we've got a structure that's emerging, and it's like we can call it lots of things, but today it's a thorn. It's a thorn. And it's all about let it be because we've actually okay. So I'm getting something coming in. So I'm talking about the lion with the thorn in his paw, and it's finally this is what's interesting. It's finally working its way out. From the inside out. Wow. This is so crazy. Stopped as you were speaking about grace, divine feminine, post feeling safe, trust, root chakra, sacral heart, third eye, trying to locate the rose amethyst. Okay, I will put it in this thread. It is so good. And yeah, you're gonna love it. And so we will get that to you. I'll post it. I'll post it in the comments actually as soon as we get off here. Okay. So as we're talking, I'm so glad you came in this container. I can feel you. It's awesome. And as you all come in this container, we build the oracle for each other, right? It expands. Found that you are live with root past 3. So I switched to hear you live. Oh my goodness. Yes. So synchronistic. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And you know what I'm loving? I'm loving that you're Doc PSK. You know why? Because oh my gosh, because it just makes me think of the Snow White story, you know, one of one of the 7 dwarfs, right? Was Doc. So that tells me a lot. Where can I find your Rose Attunement Amethyst meditation? Okay, so that Rose Attunement Amethyst meditation is actually in one of the folders, okay? It's actually called an Attunement Meditation folder, but for some reason, people have a hard time on YouTube. So what you can do is go to the community board here for this page, and I just shared it yesterday, okay? And it's really nice. It's 9 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay, so I'm loving that you popped on here. All right, so here we go. Yesterday I wrote, today is the end. So this was yesterday. Today is the end, and tomorrow is the new beginning. We've got a tower moment going on. We've got this thorn. We're working here together and finding out. We've aligned to this collectively, and it's been working its way out. We've got the completion here, which is what? An ending yesterday and a new beginning today as this thorn is coming out. I'm coming out. Okay, are we getting all the connections? Wow, I am blown away. So let's just go ahead. My little drawing yesterday, the tiger's eye, the stories that's emerging. Are you allowing the magic to follow you? Because I am allowing it to follow me. I'm being told to read the oracle one last time. This oracle, Archangel Raziel, is very determined for this oracle to be heard, to understand how we uncover the wisdom. Okay, I'm being told I am the dream weaver and the dream catcher. Thank you. I'm supposed to smile when I do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so Archangel, let's read it again because this is where we've been going in this oracle together. It's coming full circle. So we got to start where we started. I'm coming out, and you better get this party started. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Let it be. Don't engage. Turn the page. Hey diddle diddle, the cat's in the middle. The dish ran away with the spoon. Somehow the moon jumped over the cow. What's in store? Reach for shore. Gifts galore. It's all about the balance and grace. No substitutes. Follow your nose. KNOWS. Your glows. Your hunches. Follow your insights, the lights, the glimmer, the shimmer. Shine like a diamond, brilliant and bold. Take hold, ground, no need to make sound. Pull, don't push. Walk, don't run. Fun in the sun. Dance, laugh, play, dazzle. Release the frazzle. Felt the sting? Time to sing. Beat the drum. Feel your way like molasses. Amber and golden you are. Time to go far. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Back to who you have always been. Blessed. You have always been blessed. And the frog is still here with us. We are still here with the frog, but we're ready to leap forward into the new wisdom, which I'll be sharing very soon. Okay? Into the new wisdom I'll be sharing soon. But first we need to understand and go into this lion story that's been unfolding, this tiger, the emotions of who? The feminine, the tiger, the feminine, right? Going through this emotions as this thorn works out through the paw, right? And I'm getting that that's to that cowardly lion, the king of the forest, and how this original thorn, if you will, whatever it is, it's different for all of us, but collectively is happening for one is happening for all. And as this thorn has worked its way out, whatever it looks like, we are actually stepping into this new beginning. Okay, so I actually am going to read that later. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, no shuffles, 10 cards right from the top. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Let's build it down here, you guys. I want you to be able to see it. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do some makeshift here. All right. Let's go down here and build this thorn, this mountain, whatever it is to you. We're going to allow this, the wolf, to come in, okay? Our contribution based on what we learned with the thorn, learned on how we can overcome, okay? And how, oh my goodness, there it is, the red-tailed hawk. There's been a lot of information coming. The enlightenment, okay? So this is going in this structure. This is going at the top, which is the base as it faces you. Okay, I'm remembering that these are the cards from yesterday, but all has purpose because this is what we're building on. You know what we're building on, and you know what we're aligning to, because this is what this is talking about. The structure here is 1 and 1, and it's actually what's happening in our feminine and our masculine energy. So we have these fast messages coming in, and they're allowing us to be enlightened about this thorn, okay? And this picture is starting to emerge, and we're being called to step into this observe, receive, because it's going to lead us to this infinite potential. We've been talking about the alignment of the stellar gateway, which is the house of the infinite potential. Okay? And with this coming out, it's actually taking us step by step. We've been on this journey together, y'all, for quite some time. Can you see it? And it's time for us to really make some moves here in our structures, okay? And so that's why we're going through all these portals. And we had that portal that I told you about closing today. Now, what are we building? We're building this structure based on the red-tailed deer, based on the red-tailed hawk, okay? What do you see here that's the difference? First of all, there's a change in action, a step forward, a burning away, a leap into the air, if you will, flaming, if you will, the phoenix energy. It's like we're the thorn, the pyramid, the mountain. It's like we're at the apex, and it's like time to leap into the air. Oh my goodness. And I'm hearing the hardest part of the leap is when you fear that you're going to fall, but spirit is trying to tell you, they're trying to show you that this new structure, it's built on the light, it's built on the fire that we have collectively brought in with our will, with our magic. And now over this next year, we're aligning to that abundance, to that 44 that we've been talking about. That 44 is, are you seeing? We're flapping, okay? We're flapping and we're moving into this abundant nature where what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is the heart is the center, right? It is the fifth chakra that I talk about a lot. And it's like we go down and we capture all the 4 below, and we go up and we capture the 4 above. And what do we have but that infinity symbol? And this is like a really interesting, because it's like this infinite pathway between our clarity, our pineal gland, our intuition, if you will. Wow, this is gorgeous what's coming in, guys. Straight up channeling. And it's like, and it's like we've gone through that file cabinet, and it's like though that thorn, it's worked its way out. Pandora's box. You know how when we open Pandora's box and all the skeletons come out, right? But there's one thing in there, and that's the hope, the sprite. That's us. That is you. That is me. Oh my gosh. It feels so emotional. Ooh. Wow. Are you ready? Are you ready to emerge? Are you ready to leap? Okay. So that was kind of a beginning I didn't see coming, but so beautiful. So this structure also is about that inner listening. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. Now these three, these three that I chose first. Just so you know, yesterday I went through the cards and they like give me this lightning bolt feeling. So, and there's a reminder here. Okay, there's a reminder here that these two cards are tying together. This inner listening to your infinite potential. This is talking about when you sit and observe, okay, and you listen and take inspired action. And for a lot of you, there's a lot of energy coming in at night, okay? So those of you that found their way here, because yeah, you know, I'm getting this howl at the moon, and I'm getting the morning light. So I'm going to encourage you to start getting up a little earlier, because you are there's something about that window, that first hour after you awaken. I take advantage of this myself to really take some time with your journal, take some time to meditate, you know, everybody does different things. Whatever it does to allow you to be still, to get into your zone, okay? And what is this but focus? I'm feeling focus. That's what I'm hearing. Focus. But it's focused because the thorn has been removed, and it's like you're in, and this is what I'm kind of getting with this thorn, and I keep holding my hand because I can feel it. I can feel it, like what it does, and how this rides across how this rides across the nervous system. And this is the choice. We can imagine and look at it's like the thorn, it's worked its way out, and now we have to recode the memory. Wow. So listen, that's the healing that's coming in. And some of this is coming through dreams. For many of you, it is. Some of this is coming in at night. Okay. And some of you, when I'm saying night, it also is just coming in meditation. Okay. When you go into the silence, the barred owl. Yeah. Man, just look at these eyes. I feel like there's a message there, you guys. My friend Joanna, she's talking about it. You can get this beautiful emergence deck. It has really been guiding our collective really, really a lot. And she sells it on Etsy. Okay. And I even have tagged her on my Facebook group. So if you want to join my Facebook group, which is, you know, I really post a lot, it's a little user friendly than YouTube, let me know. You can go on my homepage and there's a link. So let's see. Named for the bar-like stripes on its feathers. Ooh, the bar-like stripes. I didn't even notice those. Something that's made us feel imprisoned, something that's made us feel held captive, like the thorn. Focused on what? Focused on the wound. It's time to let it be. And the reason I say that is that song is inspired by Paul McCartney. Do you know why? I'm not sure if you do. Many of you probably do, but he lost his mother when he was 14. And so that song is about his mother, Mary. I just think it's so beautiful how it's been tying into our oracle and how that ties into now. It's like, are you going to listen to the wound of the memory, or are you going to listen to your inner, to your higher self, to your guides, to your angels on how to heal and move beyond? Okay. Wow. Beautiful. So the barred owl is an omen of protection. These mysterious creatures of myth and lore enchant us in their ways. They fly almost silently at speeds greater than 40 miles per hour. Yeah, 40 miles. 40 saying structure, a new structure brought in by spirit. And they can carry prey more than twice their body weight. Yeah, we know it. You guys are so strong. Wow. Listen to this. When clenched, their talons require a force of 28 pounds to open. 28 pounds, the 10. The structure brought in by spirit for you now. So no matter where you are, know that is exactly where you're meant to be. And if you're like, Michelle, my life is falling apart, I tell you, it is falling together. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. I believe it in all my certainty, and I know it. I just know it. I feel it for us all. It's time to get in collaboration to what true abundance is. It's time to let this wound of the judgment of the lion. I'm getting the lion in lots of ways. Right now it's coming in and it's different for all of us. And this is what I'm picking up. The lion and the MGM, the movies. I bet that Wizard of Oz is made by that, right? And it's just like why I'm saying this is like this judgment, this that we have of ourselves, of the Joneses, and where we need to be and where we need to go. You know what? That's a prison. You do you. And I support that. I support this message. Oh my gosh, I'm just laughing. Okay, let's see. Balance and trust, the devotion as you had shared. Yes, had Sophia, divine birthing with alchemization, go deeper, ascend higher. Yeah, these messages are so gorgeous. At the ease and the darkness of night, owls have many supernatural abilities, and so do you, my beautiful teachers. Oh, upside down. This is where you were. This is where you're going. Okay? And it's just like all has had purpose. It's all falling together. And the supernatural abilities, they point towards the practice of discernment, of inner listening, right? These owls have three eyelids, symbolic of the third eye. They remind us that we too have the ability to discern and know the truth within us, even if it feels like we're navigating in the dark, because we have been, and there's this judgment that we can't go there. Well, the shiniest, best doors are found in the dark. When you stumble around in the dark, it is just purely a different experience. It can be confusing to discern which inner voice is the one of intuition and where false stories and limited thinking patterns may play out, especially when we have that thorn calling in those vibrations. If you have a thorn here in your hand, it's going to affect your energetic field as a whole, which means it's going to change your energetic system, which means you're going to be calling in information inadvertently. Okay? Every rose has had its thorn. And we learned yesterday that this was maybe not meant for us, but it is where we went, and it can only make us stronger because the only thing that's coming out here is freedom. I won't let you down. I will not give you up. Gotta sing the sound. George Michael coming in. Freedom. Not being bound to the prison of what others think, is that song, that it was really about how he felt he had to showcase, like in Wham, this side of this, hot pop, icon for women when he was gay. And it's like, we knew, I knew. Why? Because we focus on the discernment, because we focus on what's inside. And did it matter? No. I love every song. Wham, love them. George Michael, love them. Dating myself. I am so dating myself. So we're creating this space. Hold on, I don't want to skip any words here. Yet, with practice, honesty, and humility, we can begin to develop a sense of strength, confidence, and trust in the inner guidance that empowers our soul's truthful, authentic expression. And collectively, we've been walking in the dark. And as you're seeing the cards here, are you seeing the contrast? Because here is the spectrum of the feminine, and here is the spectrum of the masculine, right? And this is the duality within all of us, okay? This is the duality, and you know what? It's like there's no need to walk in this dark anymore because that thorn is coming out. This is really what I'm starting to understand here. Creating enough space to see the story we're actually telling ourselves about the situation is the first step in the art of discernment. The owl invites us to become the observer. Okay? To become the observer. And this is coming in on our masculine side. What does that mean? Stop taking actions that do not align with your inner listening. Okay? Because inspired action is where you do what? You receive the messages, my divine feminine. We all have these energies within us. We receive these messages and then we pass them off as they're waiting. Here you see, this is within us. We receive the messages and we wait patiently to listen before we what? Jump into action. This is what brings us our infinite potential. This is what allows us to pay forward what we learn on the journey, right? To emerge the teacher within, to emerge into this new wisdom. Here's this pearl here, right? The queen, being able to start and pass it off into your own. You know, the wolves are known to hang out together, right? But it's like you've been on this journey and it's felt lonely. Why? Because you're calling out to your posse and they're coming. Your soul family and beyond that. Okay? All right, 33. So this is what we're building. We're building listening before we jump. Now, we're going into next the 33. What are we alchemizing? We've got the ladybug here. We're letting the wound, we're here, okay? We're here. We're here. We're here, and we're going to take a little journey to do what? To let that wound heal properly. We were so focused on the thorn. It's like we got to remove the thorn before we can actually heal. So collectively, that thorn has been in there, and now it's removed, and it's time to let this healing come in. And look, it's coming down to the left. So what does that mean? Is that we're bringing this in. Spirit is bringing this in for us. Okay? This beautiful blessings, this beautiful love, right? Bringing everything into balance. I'm going to die if this all ends up being. What are the chances? No way. Okay. Well, we're still here. Wow. And why have we been taking these actions and why are we following the drum? Is because of the ancestors. They've been guiding us. I was telling you, and I went back and I actually listened to the Oracle, the New Moon Progressive Oracle myself, the one about this drawing. Okay, because I was like, oh, where is it? Oh my goodness. I got so much crud in here. I was talking about this oracle. It's such a cool oracle. And for me, myself, I was just myself finishing up. Where you look at this and whatever you see first is it's by the new moons. Okay, so we're on the third new moon. And for me, I'm going into this snake energy. Okay, but I'm also finishing up this rose, this covered rose for me. And we're all going through these energies, but we're going through them in our own unique way, which is why, you get to choose. But I'm just sharing. And so I was listening to this yesterday, and the ancestors were there, and we were talking about, everyone talks about that when you go through these healings, these deep healings, for some of us, it has been many years, many moons, right? Many, many moons, which is why we emerge the teacher. This is like no joke. This is like something we've carried. You can see this. We've carried it generation after generation. This is deep stuff here, y'all. Okay? And when we heal these wounds, this collective wound, It doesn't just affect the 7 generations before and after. The angels have told me it affects all 204 generations of Earth, and we're on the 77th generation. Just sharing what I've been told. You can talk to your guides and angels about it. So it's time for us to bring this in balance, right? And this is what we are alchemizing. This energy that's affected our how can the earth move forward until we alchemize all this, can I just say, crap that has happened, the wars, the damage. Remember, we started this oracle talking about the frogs. Their decline since the 1950s are just showing the environmental damage. Okay? The environmental damage. And it's like we don't even know what some of these things, some of these technologies, what they actually do, to be honest. Okay, we're not going to go down that road. But we're alchemizing these generational family lines. Okay, and I know I've been working in this energy, and we've all been working in it. We're all supporting it because why? Because we are here on earth, and so we are part of the earth. We are part of the one. We are part of the center. And it's time for this marriage. It's time for this marriage where between the masculine and the feminine to release the competition. It doesn't have to be about the lion, the protector, and the lioness, the provider. It's about coming in balance. It's about building the structure that's perfect for you. This is the healing coming in. About you not having limits, right? About not having any limits to jump forward into what? Into a new beginning. It's we're about to do right now the number 44, which is what synthesize what? This is what I'm hearing here. What are we synthesizing? What elements are we pulling together in the 44? Well, here I was showing you. This is the 44. It's the element of the sun. We're going from the dark, this thought of being in the dark to make things happen. And we're coming in, bringing it to the light. And we're all in this together. We've got the hair, you're the rabbit, but it's the hair. We're not in the burrows. We're facing this. The divine feminine has been healed. We're allowing this energy to leave. The thorn is leaving, okay? The snake. But at the same point in time, it's up to you because the memory is still around. The plants and the rocks are here, okay? So these are the 6 elements, if you will. And because the elements, many people talk about fire, water, earth, air, but there's 6 elements, my friends. We have to remember the ethers and the dark matter. Okay? The dark matter, which is what people say? Well, it is what all of space is made of, first of all. Did you know that? When you look at these stars, let me show you this one. You see all this blackness in between? Yeah, that's called dark matter. They don't really know much about it. Okay? All right, so what are we synthesizing? How are we bringing all these elements together? I love it. I love it. The butterflies, 108 butterflies. It's the same number I saw earlier. It's like we are wrapping this up and we're aligning to this abundance. Okay? That butterflies in the tummies, that nervousness. We're talking about the cowardly lion and how he had, the butterflies in the tummy, but it's like he had the support of Dorothy and his new friends, his crew. He pulled in his crew and he taught them a little bit about his courage and about why he was scared. Remember? And it's like by doing this, it's this transformation process. I didn't even see that. Transformational love. This is what allows us to step into our confidence. Okay? There's more here. This is on the feminine side. So look at this, a flip upside down for the feminine, okay? And 108 is the number of a Mandela. And I do know that my friend Joanna, I see her do lots of different Mandelas lately. So just take a look at this. And we're going to share a little bit about, I'm being told to turn the page. Okay. 108 butterflies gather in this image to create a sacred circle known in Sanskrit as a mandala. The mystical number 108 weaves connections between the sun, the moon, and the earth and this image. The bindu, or the center point, aligns with the North Star, symbolic of the true north of the divine spark that abides within us, the center of our own being, continuously guiding life's emergence toward good, orderly direction. And she has it bolted God, good, orderly direction. Born of affirmations of self love, this card asks us to consider, what is the most loving thing I can say to myself in this moment? And then find a way to express this love throughout the day. Speak, sing, move, dance, draw, cook, paint, create with feeling. Your heart and the world will thank you. Oh my God. Beautiful. Thank you, Joanna. Gorgeous. Okay. This is where we're going. This is the transformation. Okay. That's happened for the feminine within us all. And for the masculine, I mean, you guys, I cannot make this up. I swear I did not. Look at it's like number 44, and there's a flip. Do you see it? There's a flip here. And this is what we're going through now, you guys. This is the activation that's at hand. This is what did we just finish? We finished the healing to the divine feminine. Although some people are still in those energies because why? They continue to look at the thorn, the memory, right? So it's a choice, just so you know. All right. It's a choice to transform and step into that healing because there's still discomfort and it's easy to get lost in what that is. But we're flipping the script here in this 44, which we were talking about is this alliance between your solar plexus and the well of dreams. And this is the heart of the masculine. It's also your sun, okay? And there's this inversion. There's this inversion to both because of this healing process that we're going through. So what are we being called to do in our actions? To stay in the stillness, to allow things to come back into center, to listen to our inner guidance. Okay? So we're really, really, really being called to pull back because, you know, what's going to happen here is this is the deer, the stag. Oh, this is magnificent. We talked about the stag in the work yesterday. Oh, gorgeous. And, you know, it's like they lose their antlers and then there's a renewal process. And this is where we're going. And we have to let go fully. And so this is the manifestation. As we finish up this new moon, we have the right to put it in stone, if you will, to say it out loud, to speak it out loud. What is your intention over these next 30 days? How will you embrace the transformative love? Do you feel the butterflies in your tummy? Because that's the time. When you get that butterfly in the tummy, that's the time to really pay attention and to get still and to take no action until your entire body, your entire energetic system, your 108 chakras, if you will, is what's coming through. And I'm not saying that that's a many. I'm not attached, but that's what I'm hearing. When all of your communication system comes online, and that is your mind, your body, and your soul. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, wait. And I'm loving how it's like this inversion. Are you seeing it here? So beautiful. So this is what we're synthesizing. We're bringing transformational love with stillness and renewal. Okay? That's what we're doing here. I kind of like that I just did that. So I'm going to move these cards a little bit because it's like we're kind of building something here, right? Okay. And this is where we're getting to the apex, to the top. It's like, oh, okay, I see. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, look at this. There's like this gap here before. And it's like we've got this coming together, okay? And so the number 5 is all about rationalize. So now that we're synthesized and we pull the elements together, that's the information that came in yesterday. Was talking about that. Was also talking about my Rainbow Bridge class and how that class allows you to preserve your energy so that you can do what? So that you can go still, so that you can renew, so that you can listen. Okay. So I have a new class starting the first week of um, June. So I'd love to have you there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am loving this. Here, what are we doing? What are we rationalizing? Well, once we understand and are aware of this energy, now we can bring it back to the mind so that we can um, what? Embed, recode, reclaim. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. Reclaim the energy of the lioness. We were totally talking about this and deciding how you want to do your roar, deciding on what you feel passionate about in your confidence, knowing that you are capable of all. You are capable of all. And it's like, in a lot of ways, stepped up to be supportive as that lion was hurting. But now it's like, look at, you don't have to call out from the stress. You don't have to, the agitation. Now there's a chance to work together. And I'm actually getting, as I'm holding this, that it's you, what you've called out for, standing in your truth. But at the same time, I'm getting queen here. If this is the king, this is the queen, right? And this is where it got confusing. And I've talked about this energy because the king has many lionesses, or it seems so. And so we fight for the attention, the judgment. This is just an energy, my friends. But this is the thorn. This is release this, release it. You don't need you don't need to have this judgment to stick out. It's like we all matter. Okay? We all matter and we work together because there's such a beautiful vibration here, which I'm going to share. So we talked about one vibration, but this is the other vibration. We're going to read it because Joanna does she's of course, a teacher in herself. Working cooperatively. Lionesses strategize and leverage one another's strengths during their hunts, meaning this is a coming together, working together in cooperation with others. Because listen, rather than clumsily going it alone, you can pull in a tribe, right? You can unite your power and the means to provide greater levels of substance by focusing and assisting the whole community. Lionesses encourage us to identify exactly what we want in life and to be steadfastly pursue that with confidence, roaring passion, and an openness. So there's an element here in bold. She says, be bold. Go forth in the confidence of the lioness and let your messages be courageously, unapologetically expressed. Above all else, do so with a lioness's fierce, loving compassion. And this is at the top. This is where the divine feminine has gone through all of this to get to what? To call her power back. So it's not enough that the divine feminine is healed. We have to reclaim that power. We've got to step into that and execute that. And how can we do that better? By working together with others, is what's coming up. Now, this is at the top of our mountain, if you will. We've had this inward journey of our masculine. I can't even make this up, you guys. The cards are so in parallel. And I told you throughout this whole thing, what are two things that you can keep in mind? Number one, universal laws. Everything must be in balance. And so it is an understanding, and this is meant to allow you to understand, is these energies are within us and without us. And it depends on where you are. Are you in this energy or this energy? Know that it's coming in balance and it's alchemizing with other energies around you that are the opposite. Why? To bring it into balance. And that's why, again, I say, don't cry out. Don't be afraid. If things are falling apart, I assure you one more time, they are falling together. Claim your party, claim your power back, and claim your party back. Claim your power back and go inward and decide, where do I want to go from here? Don't sink into the emotions, but you can dip your toes. Look for the fish, the fertility. What drives that hunger? That butterfly in the belly. Wait for the inspiration. Wait for the inspiration. And then take action. It's a game. Okay? Call out for what you want. Wait patiently until you know it's time to take action. Okay? And this is the 55. This is what's at the top. This is what we're wrapping up. This it's no longer a competition between the two, okay? As they're both apex predators. And there's this competition. I'm of the light. I'm of, what I'm trying to say, there's this duality here. You feel it, right? Oh, geez. I'm not even showing it to you. There's this duality here. But there's plenty to go around. And if we work together, what is possible? That is what we're seeing here. And what goes on the very tippy top is the lion. Okay? So I think it's fair to look at the wolf the bear, because, there's something there. And this is talking about, where the masculine are actions. We're going into this stillness, right? We're going inward. We're paying attention. We're getting into the calm. The symbol of strength, power, love, and the wisdom that arises through introspection. The bear is the most spiritually revered creatures of all time. She's incredibly perceptive and protective, honoring. She loves with fierce devotional compassion. Bear is a symbolic first stage of transformation in spiritual alchemy, known as the blackening phase. This is a stage associated with breaking down an existing substance in order for something greater to emerge. You. Wow. This is where identities, thinking patterns, even ideologies and belief patterns can begin to deconstruct and burn away, will eventually only the truth remains. And we were talking about, you have the ability to heal now. The thorn has been taken out. We're not drawing all those dense energies. It's time to heal now. It's time to go inward and to follow and to listen to the steps to heal the thorn. It's worked its way out. Spirit has been helping us all along, and it's been a long, long, long transformation process. Okay? Her deep slumber every year connects us to the world of dreams and introspection. And that's what I was saying. There's a lot coming in at night for you, or in meditation. And it points towards alchemical power of diving deep within the illuminate the light of consciousness. Bear's fondness of honey, ooh, interesting, also offers a reminder that while it's necessary to go within to reclaim our power, what? Oh my gosh, I love it. To reclaim our power back, it's only through bringing it back out into the open and applying our learnings, that the honey, I've got goosebumps, that the honey can be truly tasted. Let's read that one more time. This is very important. Are you ready? Bear's fondness for honey also offers a reminder that while it is necessary to go within to reclaim our power, only through bringing it back out into the open and applying our learnings does the honey of life truly be tasted. She invites us to love fiercely, to dream courageously, to call our power back, and to share the honey of life with the world. I have full goosebumps. Oops. This has been so beautiful, a beautiful oracle. I thank you for this time you've been with me. We're going to wrap it up. I'm going to post the link to the rose and the beautiful, oh, geez, the beautiful amethyst. Full circle moment happening for us, my friends. I'm so happy that you came here to capture this information. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, give it a like, pay it forward. I will post that in the comments. I will see you soon. I'll see you on the flip. I'm going to have a magical day myself, but I'm sure I'll be back either tomorrow or Monday. We've got new animal wisdom that's coming out. What's next? Well, remember, it's time to jump in the air, get some time to relax, and pretty soon the new challenge starts. Okay? So thank you so much for coming here. I hope this resonated with you. Let's see what Doc's saying. Hawks flapping wings remind me of the phoenix rising out of its burnt embers. My favorite owl of Athena watching over Athens. Nicoletta, Joanne, and you, Michelle, are a very powerful trio. Wow. You, that comment is really, truly beautiful. And I'm going to tag Joanna. It is stunning, isn't it? Yeah. And you are truly right on point. Truly right on point. And Nicoletta and I, we're very aware that we have become really good friends, and we collectively are picking up on that Athena energy, which comes through to me as someone that's gone through the labors, which is a whole other topic. I don't even know how to start to talk about it. But I've gone through this experience known as the 12 labors, like Hercules, with my Rainbow Bridge program, and I believe it's because in this new earth that we are on, but you have to have backstage pass. You got to have the pearl, and that's why many are stepping into this to get the pearl, the backstage pass, because we're not going. I'm hearing we're not going there anymore. We're not going there anymore. Okay. Meaning what the thorn, whatever caused this thorn, it's like it's time to go beyond that. It has held us captive collectively for too long. It's time to get out of that prison and to jump forward and let that fire, burn it off, and to propel us like a rocket. It propel us like a rocket, I'm hearing. Oh my God, so gorgeous. And look what's next on bottom. The heron, the solitude. And this is on bottom, but this is also the heron is reflective of the phoenix and the Egyptian timeline. And isn't this why all this is coming together? I say, yes, my friends, this is deep, very, very, very deep. And okay, Spirit has just, wow. Thank you to my angels. Wow. Okay. The Sphinx. Okay. Because there's this story that I keep consistently getting, and I've been sharing it with you. And this is really deep, my friends. Really deep. But you know what? We got this. We got this. So stay out of the emotions. Be observant. Don't engage. Turn the page. We'll see you soon. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Oh, Athena, one last thought. The energies of the Olympians, they actually create, they're the inverses, I believe, have been shown that the energies of the Olympians are actually the inverted forms of the archangels. And when you step into the power of the all and you step into the powers of the archangels, you step into deeper shadows, but you also step into more brilliant light. We'll leave you with that. We'll see you on the flip, y'all. Thanks, Jack, for being here. We'll talk to y'all soon. Please leave your comments. I want them. I want to read them. Okay, bye. We'll talk to you soon.